All right, we are joined by Fah'Mir Ali, a game high 23 points, 5 steals, 4 assists. We ask that you state your name and affiliation before asking your first question. Questions for our student athlete.
Raymond Raffett with the Taunton. Great game for me. How did you feel going into the game tonight? Going into the game tonight.
Uh, well, coming into the game tonight, I wasn't really here last year, but you can like hear the energy and like the intensity building up to this game. So coming into this game as a freshman, like I knew I had a big role tonight to be the best point guard I could be out there. So I was just trying to stay focused and not play like us. Like don't get too caught in what's going on the outside. Continue to be true to us. Like get my teammates involved and just keep my head on straight and try to come out with one.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, Mike Neislick from the Roanoke Times. In the second half, obviously things didn't kind of go your way for the first 10, 15 minutes almost. Fell behind by 19. What do you think was the difference, especially offensively? I mean, they wouldn't even let you getting shots off. Did you guys feel like you were too tentative? What did you kind of feel was the difference in that second half?
They just outplayed us. Like they played like how we usually play. You know, everybody was rotating on defense for them. They was all together. They had intensity. They just had it going for themselves, and we couldn't just find it. So it was just a rough one for us.
And they had quite a few second chance points. They had 25. Was Coach Jones kind of frustrated with you guys with that? Did he say anything about that after the game? And what was his message to the team about how they kind of dominated you on the offensive glass?
Well, like we knew that coming into this game that they was a good offensive rebounding team. So all week we was trying to practice because we knew this was coming. We just didn't execute the way we were supposed to. So it'd be a quick fix for us.
And is it weird that, with this kind of schedule, you turn around and face them again tomorrow? With the, you mentioned the intensity of the series. Will this one be kind of a challenge to kind of regroup, or how do you feel like having them again tomorrow will kind of help you guys respond?
Honestly, I think that's better for us. Like it's another chance to get right back at them. Like they got us this time. We're gonna give that to them, but we definitely gonna get right tomorrow, shoot around, come back, focus, and try to get one. Like we got to get one back.
We have head coach Mike Jones following tonight's game. He'll begin with an opening statement, and then we'll take questions from there.
Well, obviously a really good team that we played tonight, and they played extremely well for most of the game, especially once we took that lead late in the first half. From that point on, they pretty much controlled things. I thought they controlled the rebounding pretty much on both ends. I think we got 2 second chance points and they got 25 on the other end. So they dominated us on the glass. They got a lot of easy stuff in transition, which resulted in threes for them in the first half. And, we did a little bit better job of that in the second half, but overall, not our best defensive performance tonight. But I give a lot of credit to them. They're an explosive offensive team.
Questions for Coach?
Yeah, Coach. You mentioned the 25 second chance points. What was the plan to kind of keep them off the offensive glass, and what weren't you guys doing to kind of execute it like you probably wanted to when you kind of saw the disparity on the offensive glass?
Well, I mean, if you play basketball, blocking out is not very complicated. Shot goes up, guy runs in, you got to put your body on him. And, they do a good job in their offense. They have guys that can pass the ball. So we stare at those guys when they're backing down in the post or whatever, or they make a drive and they take a shot, and then we forget about our man. And our guys just, they're relentless. They run in there hard. They run in there with 2 hands. And unless you put a body on them, they're going to get the offensive rebound. We got, I think, 2 fouls called because we were trying to block out. Really, we should have had 12 fouls called because we were trying to block out. We just can't allow it to be that easy for them.
And then the shot differential for them was around 12 for most of that second half. I think it ended up at 9. Was it their defense? Was it you guys being a little tentative on offense, or a little of both? What'd you kind of think in the second half? Your offensive kind of flow wasn't kind of where it was, especially in the first half.
Yeah, when we ran offense and we executed and we moved the ball a little bit and we shared it, we got great looks all game long. I mean, if you look at for the game, I think we shot 50% for the game, 57 in the first half, but only 41 in the second half. And part of that 41 is we took some, ill-advised shots, whether it was early in the shot clock or later in the shot clock. We didn't execute offensively. We decided, we needed to take the shot, ourselves rather than sharing the ball and letting the offense work for us. And, those shots don't go in as often as when you share it and really move it. In the first half, we got a lot of those, dump offs to our bigs for layups. And then once they started trying to take that away, then we got open shots on the perimeter. This half, second half, we ended up shooting those pull-up jump shots, which, we didn't, really make the defense work as hard as we needed.
Ali had a career night. He was fighting out there to the end at 23 points and pretty full stat line. What'd you see from him to kind of pretty gritty effort? It seems like from him.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. He comes ready to play. He comes ready to compete every night in and night out. And he was certainly ready today. I think that everybody gets hyped up about playing. Winthrop, obviously they're really good and they're number one in the conference. But he didn't let that affect the way he played today. I thought he came out and played a pretty complete game, start to finish.
And last one for me, I asked Ali this. Do you like, because you've had it all season with the back-to-back games, but against Winthrop and they're the first place team, having them again tomorrow, is that an advantage? Is that a disadvantage? What do you think about having them, less than 24 hours later here to have the rematch?
Well, I've gone on record to say that I don't like the back-to-back format. That hasn't changed. I don't like it. In this situation, when you lose a game, from a coaching standpoint or from a player standpoint, you don't mind the idea of getting back on the floor within 24 hours, maybe get that bad taste out of your mouth. So we have an opportunity to do that. So we'll look at it like a silver lining. We have an opportunity to get on the floor and play better than we played tonight against the same team and try to make the adjustments, which I think we've done a pretty good job on, all year in all the different series that we play. I think this is our 8th series. So, that part is good. You don't have to, stew in it.
Thanks, Mike.
Yep. Thank you, Mike.
Coach Jones, as you mentioned earlier about Winthrop being a powerful offensive rebound team, they out-rebounded you guys by 14 tonight in total rebounds and by 11 rebounds offensively. How do you plan on stopping the rebound game tomorrow night?
We got to hit. We got a shot goes up. It can't be a free run in to get the ball. That should be our ball on a defensive rebound. We know we have to get stops, and then we have to finish it with a rebound. And so that's been a big plus for our team all year long. We didn't get it done tonight, and I give credit to Winthrop for doing a great job of running in there and getting those second chance opportunities. But obviously we've got to do a much better job of not letting them get as many offensive rebounds tomorrow.
And as rough of a game as it was tonight for the team, how do you plan on preparing the team for tomorrow night's game?
The same as we've done with every other series. We give our guys some clips tonight that they can watch on their own, just defensive adjustments, things that we did right and some things that we could do better. And then tomorrow we'll watch some film with them and walk through a little bit on the court. But so far this year, they've taken to, this back-to-back day and the plan that we have to get them prepared for the next game. And, we'll have to do it again tomorrow.